Hi guys, welcome to Richard in the Kitchen tonight. Tonight I'm going to be making Philly cheese style chicken. Just like a Philly cheese steak sandwich, but we're doing it with chicken. Same ingredients, bell peppers, onions. It's really tasty. We're going to put them on a hoagie bun. Serve them up with some baked beans. Man, I tell you what, it's going to be great. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to brine some chicken. What I've got here is about a quart of water. I've heated a cup of water up in the microwave just to pour in there after I add a quarter cup of sugar. Adding it to this warm water is going to help this sugar dissolve, whereas in cold water it wouldn't do that. So we just add that to the quart of water. Then we're going to add a quarter cup of salt, quarter teaspoon of granulated garlic, quarter teaspoon of granulated onion, quarter teaspoon of thyme, and a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we'll give that a stir, and we'll be adding our chicken to this. Just get all those spices all mixed up in there. And I tell you what, anytime I cook chicken, I brine it. It makes it so moist. Okay, I'm using breast tenderloins because we're going to be making this Philly cheese chicken. And if you've ever made Philly cheese steak, your ribeyes are cut real thinly. So we're going to go ahead and brine our chicken. Going to add it to our brine. This really makes this chicken moist and tasty. Now what you do next, put a top on it, put it in the refrigerator for no more than an hour. If you leave it in there more than an hour, it's going to be too salty because of all that salt we put in our brine. So no more than just an hour, guys. Our chicken is almost finished brining, so we'll go ahead and cut up our vegetables. I like to cut my bell peppers real thinly, as well as my onions, like that, just real thin. They cook really fast. And the same thing with the onions. I've cut them long ways and just cut them in half. That way we get some long stringy onions. They cook up really good, they soften fast, and it really makes this Philly cheese chicken a really nice dish. Alright, our chicken's almost finished brining, and we'll start cooking up our veggies first. Chicken's out of the brine. I've rinsed it off. I always rinse my chicken. There ain't no telling what's on there. Anyway, I just take some paper towels, pat them dry as best I can. And once I finish drying them off, I try to cut the chicken into thin slices like that, which is the same thing you do with your ribeye steak on your Philly cheese steak. It just cooks up faster, and it makes for a better sandwich. So basically, this is what I do, and I've got them, cut up in real thin slices. Once your skillet or your griddle is hot, go ahead and hit it with some olive oil and spread that around. Go ahead and throw your onions on there. Give them a little salt to help them sweat. And we're going to darn well near caramelize these, but not quite. Doesn't take long to do this, and once they start to brown, we'll add our bell pepper. After several minutes of your onions, go ahead and add your bell peppers to the hot grill pan. Give that a quick stir, and let these go for about 3 or 4 minutes, guys, before we add the chicken. After about 4 or 5 minutes on there, I like to add a little sugar to to the onions and the bell peppers. The sugar is going to help our onions caramelize. And I'll tell you, our onions are softening really well. Now we're going to go start adding our chicken. We'll add a little bit more olive oil. Spread that around and start adding our chicken. I like the surface area of these grill pans because you can darn well near get all of your product on there at once. So you just kind of spread that on. I got one package of chicken here, and like I said, it doesn't take long for it to cook up. So we'll give this a couple of minutes and we'll start mixing our veggies in with our chicken. For a couple of minutes, go ahead and hit your chicken with some salt and some pepper. Start mixing your veggies in with your chicken while your chicken continues to cook. And it cooks really fast. All the pink is just about out of our chicken. Man, it smells amazing in here. I love Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And I was sitting here this morning thinking, I wonder if you can do it with chicken. So I've never done that, so I bet it's going to be good. It smells really good in here. Alright, we'll give this a couple more minutes and we'll start adding our cheese. Okay, chicken's done. Now we're going to start adding our cheese. I'm using very thinly sliced provolone. You can use American. You can even use Cheese Whiz, but I just don't like Cheese Whiz. I just don't like that stuff. So we'll give this a second to start melting, then we'll give it a flip to help it melt some more. Look at that, it's already melting. We'll just chop this up and we'll be ready to serve it up, guys. Our chicken and veggies and cheese is done. Let's go ahead and put it on our Philly cheesesteak roll. Man, look at that. Look at that cheese and the bell peppers and the onions. This is going to be fantastic, guys. Look at that. Man, I can't wait to bite into this. So let's give it a taste test. Philly cheese chicken. Don't that look good? Man, I tell you. Man, the juice is just running out of this thing. Man, look at that. That is delicious. I think I'm going to have some leftovers tomorrow. I've got a little bit more. Unless y'all want to come over and join me, I'll fix you a sandwich. We'll have a beer, watch some TV, have a good time. No, really, guys, give this a shot. It's real easy to do. It's a nice change if you like the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Philly cheesesteak chicken is just as good. So until next time, be nice to everybody, and I will see y'all. Bye-bye.